Friends and hello student, my name is Ashok Sijala. In this session, we learn the suppress all negative element at the bottom of dynamic array in C language. So let us start. First, I share my laptop screen and fix the position here so you can watch better my video lecture. And here Turbo C++, I double click and take some process, and now yes, is open alt F file menu, taking new file, and here our goal, write a program to suppress yes all negative, yes, so negative elements, yes, elements of a dynamic array. Suppress all negative element of dynamic array, or we can say that element at bottom. Yes, here we can use bottom of a dynamic array. Yes, it is now proper. So yes, what is this definition? So yes, first that is a dynamic array and 1D, one dimensional array. So first I give one example. So like input, process and output. So what is our input? So like 1, then -2, then 3, then -4 and 5. So we can suppress. Suppress means at all negative. So here 2 and 4 is a negative. So here 1, then directly we can take 3 and 5 and -2 and -4 at the bottom of our 1D array. So that is our output. So yes, that is how it's possible, means how we have to take. So yes, that is a, but in your mind that is a like even odd. That is not scenario. You can scan any element. So here like 1, 3, 5, that is a odd number, and 2 and 4 even. So that is I give negative, but that is not same case. We can give different element. So now let us start. So that is our definition, and we can implement using C language. So yes, dynamic array. So first we can input and output of 1D array, and then suppress to negative element at bottom of our dynamic 1D array or dynamic array. So that is a stdio.h, and we can say that console input output dot h, and then void main. Yes, and now can take some variables. So that is a asterisk x, so pointer, yes, then I, j, and we can number of uh, elements, so n. Yes, there are 4 variable, and also yes, fifth, that is a temp, so we can store our negative element. So first what to do? So first we can scan the size of array. So enter 1D array size. So that is our message, and scan to our n variables. So percentage %d and %n. And now what to do? So x, that is a malloc or calloc. There are 2 functions. So we can use here. So malloc and free first we have to use. So n, then multiply size of, that is our integer, but malloc function, that return data type is void pointer. So we must typecasting. So now I can include typecasting. So I remaining part, but now I write so you can understand better way. So that is a any data type of that pointer variable, that data type you can typecasting. So pointer is an integer, so here typecasting is integer. If character, so character, float, so float, and double, so double. So which data type you can give, like user defined data type you can also take as malloc and calloc function. And one header file is required, that is a alloc .h, so allocation of that memory. And we can use free function, so deallocation or release the memory. But after first we can scan and print. So here that is a shootable message, enter 1D array elements, yes, type of message, and /n. And now one for loop, because that is a one dimensional array. So I less than n, I plus plus, and we can scan with index and print with index. So that is, we can say that x percentage d, yes, and then we can print index and scanf function. So percentage d and ampersand x of I. So that is a one dimensional array. That is, our scanning is complete. Now I can copy and paste or print at our element. So get here first I include and free, yes, that free function, and x we have to pass. So that is release the memory. And now I can change that message. So here we cannot enter that 1D array element R. Here no brace is required because there is only one statement. So it is optional in all decision and all loop. So only one statement. There are no require opening closing brace. I think that is a rules, and you have to apply. Means you have to know, I think. So let us take, yes, percentage d. So, and here we can also take as a slash n. So taking new line, and yes, so our scan and print 1D array is ready. So I can save this file. So that is a dynamic, so 1D array, and we can negative. So yes, negative dot c. So 1D na nag negative, yes, nag, all that not store. So yes, that is perfectly. So yes, that is not perfect. So negative, negative, but that all is not stored. So what to do? So here we can take as a like 1D dynamic array is also possible. Nag, yes, that perfectly. Let us. So yes, compile, there is many error, and now let us take a file. So like 1 2 3 4 5, yes, that perfectly. Now what is our definition is start now. So all negative, here I cannot input negative, but now we include, so that suppress as a bottom of our 1D array. So how that possibility? So yes, first we can take, that is our loop, that is I0, yes, I less than n minus 1. So last loop is not required, so I can minus n, means that is a meaningless, means after that all our that element is go bottom, and one time extra loop is repetition, so that is a minus 1. And one if condition, yes, so x of I less than 0. So that meaning that element is a negative. So what to, so if that is element is negative, so we can store in temp. So that is a store in temp. And now we can take one for loop. So j, yes, we have to use j equal to I, then j less than n, and j plus plus. And now we can shift. So x of j equal to x of j plus 1. So all that is a non-negative element, that is a shifting, because we have to store negative element in temp variable. And then what to do? So after that, this for loop, we have to in if that statement is now, and that we can x of n minus 1 and store the temp variable at the last, so our bottom. So all negative element that is a go in the bottom of our 1D array. So yes, that is a finish, and that already we have to print, and now we can change the message. So we can say that suppress all negative elements. There is a very long message. So suppress all negative element in 1D array element R. That is a long message. So we can just say suppress 1D array element R. Yes, suppress only that word. So that is a better. So yes, suppress. So you can understand all element go at the bottom. And here you can say that suppress all 1D array element, negative element R. But that is a better. So let us check. So negative elements are, yes. So let us check. Now I can compile. There is no any error. And then 5. So 1 minus 2, then 3 minus 4. That is our means example. So yes, that look. So that is a perfectly you can look all that negative element go at the bottom of our 1D array. array. So yes, that's perfectly. But that is sequence is means we can say that last negative is first, and that is because why that first that interchange. So negative first that compares. So again that negative comes. So first go and then second negative. So let us have that possibility. So we can take as a watch window. So you can understand better way. So alter W and that is a watch. Yes, alter W again and output. So let us how that is a last negative is go means first negative and last negative. That is you can look here. First that last negative is our third index and that first negative in the bottom of the last. So that is our definition. So we can take bottom all that is a first that is in the bottom of our 1D array and then next minus or negative element. So let us check watch. So that is a x of I, then I separate, then j variable, and then our temp variable, and then x of j. Yes, I please press, and then x j plus 1. So that is the next index. So all these variable. So here actually we can take only 5 variables. So let us take I press F7, so our press debugging is start and clear the screen. So our output is clear. Now enter the size. So I again give the 5 yes, size and then yes that memory allocation. Enter 1D array mate. Yes, message is print. Now scan. So first I go 1, then F7. So minus 2, then again then 3 only, not minus, and then minus 4, and you can give any element that is just example. So now our logic is start. So yes, look here. So yes, that is a x is less than no because 1. So that if condition is false, then I plus plus. Yes, yes, now that condition if is true. So that is a in store temp, that is a -2. You can look here in watch window, and then j directly assigned to I. So I is that is a 1 second, and that is a latest that j plus 1. So j plus 1 is 3. So that is a taking minus position means 3 is shifting in the index to 1 2 element, that is a index 2 element 3 is shifting one index in uh, replace to -2. So that is a shifting, yes. And now that again j plus plus, so less than n. So again you can look here that element is a 3. So now here first 3 and now -4. So that is a first in the 3 uh, already in the index 1, and now that index 3 and then replace -4. So yes, that you can look, and then again j plus plus. So now 5 shift in the third index, and last that is j plus plus. But now that if our n is that is a you can look here our n is a 5. Yes, I take also n variable, so 5 and j is 4. So one time that perfectly. So yes, that is a taking our 5 to replace to uh, 4 5 replacing 3 index, and now j plus plus. So that is a 5 but less than. So our if condition is false, and now n minus 1. So n is already means our that n is 5, so -1. So 4 that store as a -2 because we have to store -2 in first our negative. So at the bottom at the last. So that, and now that is a again I plus plus. So that is a store in -4. Yes, because that is a index number 2. -4 is index number 2. So condition is true, then stamp store -4, and again same process. So now -4 is go to the bottom, and before that is a 5 is taking that next position. So here you can look here directly j equal to I. So here that is a j is now assign. Yes, you can look that is a 4, and that is j is 4, but minus means 5 replace -4, so that taking the position. Yes, next, and j plus plus, so again same process, and now that is a last our index. So n is 5 and then -1, so 4 index go is the next our 4 -4. So that is perfectly. So yes, that now if not any negative, so that is I plus plus, so 3 index, that is a uh, here you can look that is again yes that same process. So because that is a -2 is stored in the 3 index. So -2 again same process, so again shifting, and now that is perfectly no any other element. So that is a printing is start. So like 1 3 and 5, and now -4 and -2 and free deallocation memory, and that is perfectly. So one time that is repetition means that is a again shifting. So it is a perfectly. So now we can give different like size. I give 6 and give randomly. So like -3 first, then positive any negative 8, and now I can give positive. So like 5, and now negative. So any like 1, and now positive 9. So I give randomly. So you can look first is a 8, then -3, and here you can look that is a -3, that is a, but -1 again replace, so at the bottom, and then -3 and then -1. So our goal is achieved, that is a one time is repetition, means replace interchange in minus negative value. So you can watch perfectly, watch window, take yourself and observation. So yes, that is a bottom of that is our goal. So all suppress all 1D array negative element at go at the bottom of our 1D dynamic array. And now we can testing means malloc and free, now calloc and free. So only changes you have to know that is different. So that is two argument, and that is a calloc assigned in the, that is a bytes means string. So that is a array, and here we can free function. So yes, that is a perfectly no change. So only malloc and free, calloc and free, so only comma. So there are two argument, and malloc only one argument, so there is same. Let us take now give any element, so -5, then give any element, then -2, and then I take as a 6. So you can look. So first, yes, go 5 is bottom whenever that is a even digit. So that is a first minus is at the bottom, and second minus is the next bottom up. So and then even, so that is a shifting interchange. So that is observation to yourself. So yes, write this program to your C notebook. Very interesting, and that is our logic. Yes, very simple. We have to develop. So now I can close this file. Yes, not if any question regarding this definition, you can write in comment section. I give the definitely answer to you. So I close this file, watch and output, and quit. So subscribe my channel Ashok Sijal Academy. Press the bell icon to never miss any update. Thanks for your watching, supporting, and sharing my video lecture. And Hare Krishna.